President, distinguished colleagues, I'm Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, and I stand to raise a petition under Order 40. The petition may only be presented to the Senate by a senator who shall affix his or her name at the beginning thereof. The petition is in my name against the President of the Nigerian Senate, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, for sexual harassment, abuse of office, and malicious obstruction of my legislative functions. You may recall, sir, that on Friday in Arise TV, I did make some statements, and I have decided to narrow these statements in a formal petition against the President of this Senate. So if it may please you, I would humbly step forward and lay this petition. Thank you.
You may proceed. Distinguished colleagues, this petition is hereby referred to the Committee on Code of Conduct, Ethics, and Public Petitions to revert to the Senate as soon as practicable.
Petition.
Any other petition? Yes. However, I would like to state clearly that at no time did I ever attempt any sexual harassment on the said distinguished Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan or any other woman for that matter. I and my siblings were raised very well by my late single mother. She died in year 2000 through very difficult times, and I therefore have the highest regards for women. Even at demise, I still cry till today. I also wish to state that I also have 4 beautiful daughters. So at no time will I ever harass any woman, and I've never done so. In addition, even as a state governor, I was awarded various awards. One of them was the one you wish to know, the most gender-friendly governor in Nigeria. I served between 2007 and 2015. To God be the glory. In conclusion, I urge all Nigerians, particularly the media, and then, of course, the members of the social media, to await the court's decision. And please do not jump to conclusions on matters of mere allegations. I want to thank you for listening to me, and thank my colleagues, because some of the phone calls were calls of support, solidarity, and prayers that the Almighty God will step in to vindicate the just.
Welcome to Majestic TV News Update.
Hi. Sequel to our last video, the recent development in the case involving Senate President Godswill Akpabio and Senator Natasha continue to generate significant attention. As seen in the footage which I shot, the Senate President has reaffirmed his innocence regarding the allegations of harassment leveled against him. His appeal to the Nigerian public, he has urged restraint, emphasizing the importance of awaiting judicial proceedings rather than reaching premature conclusions based solely on allegations. And given the gravity of the entire situation, this period undoubtedly presents grave challenges for both senators, their families, and their supporters. One can only hope that his plea for fair consideration will provide some measure of respite until the matter is adjudicated. Conversely, Senator Natasha Uduaghan has formally presented her petition to the Senate, which the Senate President initially acknowledged, graciously though. However, upon review, the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions identified procedural irregularities, leading them to dismiss the petition as being fundamentally flawed. In a consequential turn of events, the same committee recommended a 6-month suspension for Senator Natasha Uduaghan, citing misconduct and violations of Senate standing rules. This recommendation was subsequently adopted by the Senate, effectively suspending Senator Natasha from legislative duties for 6 months. So in response, Senator Natasha has strongly condemned the decision, alleging that her suspension is a calculated attempt by the Senate leadership to suppress her voice. She argues that the unauthorized relocation of her seat within the chamber was indicative of a broader scheme to marginalize her. This unfolding controversy has not only intensified scrutiny of the internal Senate disciplinary mechanisms, but has also polarized public opinion along gender, ethnic, and moral lines. As previously highlighted, this issue appears far from resolution. Nigerians must brace themselves for a prolonged legal and political contest, with deliberations unfolding both in the court of law and in the court of public opinion. Nonetheless, it is imperative to remember that within any functional democracy, an accused individual remains innocent until proven guilty by a competent court of jurisdiction, an institution whose integrity is now under public scrutiny in Nigeria. We all know what's going on in our judiciary today, but that's a case for another day. And it's also important to clarify that according to Senator Natasha, the ongoing legal case in the court pertains to defamatory remarks made by aides of the Senate President on Facebook. The lawsuit seeks redress for reputational damage rather than addressing any direct allegations of sexual harassment against the Senate President himself. As it stands, no formal legal proceedings on sexual harassment has been initiated against the Senate President in court. And let's not forget that both families share friendly relationship and could very well choose to resolve this matter out of court. So before we go buying Panadol for other people's headache, let's wait and see how things unfold. We remain committed to providing you timely and accurate updates as this case continues to shape political discourse and institutional accountability in the nation. Stay informed. Remember to subscribe and follow us all the way. Have a beautiful day. Ciao.